So my name's John Sherman. I'm an engineer. I work for Boeing, and this is what I do in my spare time. I make mechanisms.
And so this is a great ball contraption, right?
It is. I've just started doing this about a year ago. In fact, I built the first two modules, the stair stepper and the sweep, for a convention down in Portland in March, and I've built everything else since. I kind of got crazy with it. Each one has its own unique flavor to it. This particular one I built in large part because I had a lot of arches, and I was trying to figure out what to do with them, and I thought, well, they'd work well if I put them upside down and just built something to push things up. Use gravity that way.
And these are some really complex mechanisms. How do you conceptualize or sort of get the idea or like a blueprint for how you're going to build it? Do you just sit down with pieces, or is it more involved than that?
Sometimes I'll see things that are on the internet, different ways things move. The stair stepper is actually based on an Akiyuki design, and I could see kind of the top end. I didn't know how the bottom end works, so I just started fiddling with it until it worked. It basically uses a couple of crankshaft type devices. Same with this one, which has now decided to jam. You know, it's just, I look at what kind of motion, and then I start playing with the various gears and chains and stuff just to try and get the motion and speed I want.
And so let's take the time now to sort of take a closer look at a few of maybe your favorite modules, if you'd like to start pointing out a few. You mentioned the stair step.
This is actually probably my favorite. It's the first one I ever built, and it's kind of deceptive because the balls actually move back and forth. So I call it the zigzag stair, and each ball is actually falling under gravity. So it lifts up and then it falls to the next section. That lifts up, and it lifts and falls and lifts and falls and climbs the stair.
And so they sort of have like an interlacing path, I see, and they kind of go like do-do-do.
Yeah, and it's kind of an optical illusion because it's going up the stairs, but it's always falling down. So that's one of my favorites, and the first one I built. This is the one over here on the end. The ball marble run is also one of my favorites. Took a lot of fiddling, but the lucky thing is these orange clips, if you put them on a 1x4 plate and turn them in with the tubes clipped in, it's at just the right angle. Kind of a lucky coincidence.
Now, I've worked with some flex tube myself before, and one of the greatest things I've known or found out about flex tube is that you can buy model RC shops. The little like plastic tubing that holds up the wire of RC cars is the same width as flex tubing. But is this actual Lego flex tube?
This is actual Lego. I actually tried an aftermarket one that was supposedly the right size, but it was too soft.
Sure.
And the great thing about the Lego stuff is it'll actually take a set so you can bend it, and it will actually hold its shape a little bit, right? And the other stuff I tried didn't do that, and because it was soft, it didn't hold in the clips very well. So.
That's a wonderful, wonderful mechanism right there. And then I guess in conclusion, how do you transport all of these modules? Obviously, there's a lot of gear work, mechanisms.
Lots of totes. I drive a Mini Cooper, so they have to go pretty small and compact. But it's just a lot of packaging. Most of them actually stay together. A few of them, like this one at the end, it breaks down flat, so it takes less space, but it's a puzzle unto itself.
Thank you so much for sharing with us. We really, really appreciate it.